Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Losing in Afghanistan, that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. It is Iraq all over again. The war in Afghanistan now going south with President Obama calling on General David Petraeus to turn things around, just as President Bush did in Iraq. Today, the general was quizzed by members of the Senate, a meaningless exercise because everybody knows he is America's last best hope to win the war in Afghanistan. New poll says 58% of Americans support President Obama's timetable to begin leaving that theater a year from now. Truth is, Americans are tired of the Afghan war, now the longest-running conflict in U.S. history. The reason we are in Afghanistan in the first place is that before 9/11, the Taliban ran that country, allowing al-Qaeda to use it as a training base. Presidents Clinton and Bush knew that, but did not take action. Then al-Qaeda attacked the USA, and Mr. Bush, using special forces and the CIA, removed the Taliban. The problem is that almost 9 years later, the Taliban continues to fight a guerrilla campaign, and incredibly, the USA has not been able to get an effective Afghan government up and running in all that time. The leader of Afghanistan, Hamid Karzai, is considered by his own people to be corrupt and incompetent. So many Afghans are simply sitting it out, leaving the USA and NATO to fight what is essentially their fight. We can't win if the Afghan people don't support the cause. The country's simply too big, and right now there are fewer than 100,000 U.S. troops in the theater, so it's up to the Afghan people to oppose the Taliban, and so far that's not happening in any great number. General Petraeus was able to convince various tribes in Iraq to stop fighting each other and turn on al-Qaeda. That's why the surge succeeded in that country. The same thing could happen in Afghanistan, but odds are against it because the Taliban leadership is hiding inside Pakistan, ready to move in when the Americans move out. So you can see this is a huge mess. And like President Bush, President Obama has not been able to figure it out. Can Petraeus turn it around? Well, he'd have to perform a quasi-miracle like he did in Iraq. He'd have to do that again. If the general fails, the Taliban will recreate its brutal regime in Afghanistan, and al-Qaeda will emerge from the caves, allowing history to very well repeat itself.